It's possible to create a nuclear explosion using steam power. An austenitic solution, shallow bed, prepared. Martensite steel, projectile point, base, steam hammer. Massive steam hammer. Smash that, seeing how fast, seeing what happens when you smash that projectile into an austenitic solution and suddenly freezing it. Boom! Nuclear explosion. Uncontrolled. Wiped out everything, massive mud floods, everything went wrong. They carried the knowledge when the proteins all woke up. So there was chaos after the big sleep when everyone woke up, because no one had been prepared for what was going to happen. And so they're being led, but they'll do whatever they're told. Whoever is there, who's God? Who's God here? And so the people who made the explosion happen realized they had taken the knowledge with them, because they were at the center of the explosion. And they had a force field around them, protecting their energy, so it just moved like that. They took their entire personality, everything went into the new people. And they realized that reincarnation was true. And then they set out to prove it. So they controlled the world. So the buildings that they had these buildings from a previous age. So there's been an age existing in the old world, German Empire, that type of building all over the world. That was the culture, German Empire. The explosion upset things and caused these huge floods. So that's why all the buried blocks everywhere, and the lower windows, always a couple of meters of mud. And that was the nuclear explosion. But the same, another sleep occurred, and that was the point. And they then took over and started erasing history and controlling everyone and controlling the whole narrative, so that they could keep this secret. And so then they set out to find out what the secret was. And in 1915, Dr. Victor Levy told us. There have been lots of hints of it before in the work that's been done on shell theory. But Victor Levy nailed it. Between that and his Handbuch entry, so the manual for Eisenbettenbau, the Handbuch, the manual, in there, his article, with the graphical approach to the coefficients, perfect. You just join them two together. It's difficult to understand a thesis, and is much easier to understand concrete idea, which forms the bedrock of the current world. So then, just as a tangent in the story, the link then is from Dr. Levy's paper is to the Portland Cement Association's document with the coefficient tables. They're directly linked together, and those coefficient tables form the bedrock of all concrete design work. And it proves that it affects gravity. You corrupt gravity within the way that they're built. So you allow the motion is trapped, stretched. Time is stretched inside those things, the reinforced concrete structures. So, and that makes things worse. So it makes us more stupid. Right? So go back. So here we go, 1915. So these people are running the world. They've released this paper in Germany. There's a war on, so it's all secret. This document's never translated and kept entirely secret. They give us Einstein, the Zionist. So the plan is, they know that a child is going to be born in the Middle East, because they've seen the future. That's what you get. It's a big prize. They've seen the future. They know a moon child is going to be born, the next one. The experiment they did with the Holocaust was to find a child who was earthly born and turn her into a moon child through the corruption of suffering around her. By killing everyone in gas chambers, the most horrifying death you could imagine, they reckoned that a child might be able to survive that horror through prayer. And they would find the spiritual link that they'd found with a steam hammer. And they did. They found Stella. And so they trapped that energy through the gas that they collected and filtered out, and then built the world of that of atomic energy, ready for the birth of the Moonchild in the Middle East. And then they've built the world ready for this moment. And it's the world that science is running, so they're running the world. And we're about to take over. That's my plan. So that's why I'm telling you this story, so you know it's your story. Where were we? So these people, the German Empire people, they could have 1,000-year Reich has been running, I think. They've been in contact with what's under the earth, below the earth. There's another earth below the earth, and it's going to all be stretched into proper shape soon. We'll see it all together. We're all going to be united when the earth takes its proper shape and size. And they're flying around in Flugelrods with swastikas on them. So that the German Empire have taken over under the earth. And that what's happening is that the consciousness is screaming, please get rid of these bastards. Help us, please. Work it out. Help us get rid of these bastards. We can't tell you. You've got to work it out. And I have worked it out with the help of all these other people, and I'm trying to give it to you in terms of the behaviour of water. To choose a story. Because they've chosen the story for you. You're living in their nightmare, fueled by the gas of the gas chambers with Stella Esther Rademeisler's Moonchild spirit. The link was there spiritually. And so the story now, if you look back at all my videos, you can pick up your own thread in here, but we've now joined the nativity story. The child is going to be born in Gaza. A girl, a Moonchild, of virgin birth. Proof that it happens, and it does. There's lots of evidence for it. And that child is going to be killed by the system, because then it can carry on with its corruption. But the story is written differently. You know the story. By changing our behaviour now, spiritually, just don't have to go anywhere, go within. Change your behaviour and free yourself. Take the knowledge and free yourself from what's happening. And fight your spiritual fight to become the warrior of God that you need to be. And that will change the atmosphere. As everyone does it, it will tighten up. And we'll see a star appear over Bethlehem that's currently not seen because we're too elliptoid. We need to be more spherical. By tightening up, and we tighten up through our behaviour, by imagining a world that's going to be brilliant. Because it's one where the war stops. And we, as an earth, as a planet, celebrate the future with the birth of a Moonchild. All witnessing it. We all bear witness to this birth. And we record the moment. Because then when we're reborn in the Golden Age, every single soul who's arrived in that Golden Age carries this knowledge. Where's the Moonchild? There she is. What are we doing? Yeah, that's how it's going to go. So, step to the knowledge, free yourself, free Stella, and let the future begin. And start telling yourself your story, where you fit in. Because you're going to be asked by the people from the future, what did you do in the fight to free us from slavery? What did you do? Start doing it now. Be a legend. Welcome to New Earth.